What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. So in today's world with TikTok and YouTube Shorts and short form comedy on Instagram, you now have a different type of creator. And at first we saw pranks, but now what you see is a lot of people doing like eating videos. You see people doing a lot of dancing videos, and that wasn't necessarily the case like 5 years ago, but that's the case now, right? So people are going viral doing short form content that, in my opinion, seems very untalented, but a lot of people like it. And two of the popular TikTok influencers or short form content influencers are doing this. Is one guy by the name of Grooving Gorilla, who then changed his name to Big Groove because, I mean, number one, I don't know if the guy is like, I don't know what his, what his sexuality is, whatever, right? But a lot of the dance move that he does, some brothers would call that a little suspect. And, he does videos like dancing in restaurants, dancing in the gym. And again, a lot of it is kind of very feminine sort of dancing. And, people believe that he's feeding into a stereotype that is negative towards black people. Number one, Grooving Gorilla is, because they called black people gorillas at one point. And so he's changed his name. There's another brother that, if you see this video, what he does is he eats chicken, right? So basically all he does is, come across and get so happy about chicken. And that's like what black folks are really known for, eating chicken, right? So black Twitter wants him to be canceled, all right? And people are signing the potential to have them banned. But then Cardi B got word of this situation. And what I'd like to do is to play a clip of what Cardi B is saying, and then we'll come back.
All right, so let me start. All right, so the topic is, right? So I've been seeing on Twitter, and I've been seeing on TikTok, and I've been seeing on Instagram, this going viral. Shit, I should have taken a picture of the guys that I'm talking about. That big brolic guy that be in the restaurants dancing all crazy, and the other skinny one that be acting like a cracker, like, ew, 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 ew. So I've been seeing people trying to make petition for their content to get banned. And I've seen a lot of people compare their content to, I guess, blackface or something, or like how people used to act for white people entertainment and whatever. And I must admit, their content is very cringy. Like, every single time I see it, I just like roll my eyes and I'll be like, oh my gosh, like this shit is so corny. However, I have kids. As y'all know, I have kids. I have a daughter, and she do be on TikTok, and she do be watching a lot of YouTube Shorts. And also my niece that live with me, she watches a lot of YouTube Shorts, and they watch a lot of TikToks and everything. And when you watch YouTube Shorts that kids be watching, a lot of the content be very cringy. Like, the comedy there is nowadays is not like back in the day comedies. The comedy is very cringy. People eating like animals, judging foods and everything. It's just very weird right now. And I'm here to tell y'all, right, that if you think those two guys' content is cringy, trust me, there is way more to come. And like those content, we might find it cringy, but kids, I guess, like it. You know what I'm saying? And instead of y'all eating those guys up, and like trying to sign petitions so they could ban on social media, like I just find that shit so lame, because it's like, why are y'all signing petitions to get money off these guys' pockets? Like, They're not cursing in their content. They're not promoting all this gang violence. They're not being bums. They're actually getting paid by these restaurants to do it. And let me tell you something. There is a lot of whites and a lot of content creators from, they're European or they're Russian. Some of them don't even like speak English. They're doing the same amount of content, but they're getting way more views doing the same thing that those two black men are doing, and they're getting paid double. If you look at Mr. Beast, I think his name is Mr. Beast, right? His content is kind of cringy too. Like, it's like not funny to me, but kids like it. And because he has so much support by his community that he gets so much views, and he's a millionaire. He got his own food chain now. He has so much money now, and he's practically was doing the same thing that these guys are doing. And while their own community is petitioning to get them removed from social media, these white folks that are doing the same content are going up, and they're getting like endorsement deals for big brands. They're not just getting endorsement deals by restaurants. They're getting endorsement deals by billion-dollar brands, and they're becoming a billion-dollar brand themselves.
So before I get into the commentary, I want to basically read what Tariq said on Instagram about this commentary. People have every right to feel a certain way about this buck dancing buffoonish behavior. These folks come from other cultures, then participate in stereotypes that were specifically used against foundational black Americans. If the justification is they just getting money, then go make money off perpetuating negative stereotypes about your own culture. So let me say this, both of these guys appear to be, at least the first brother, non-African American, so possibly African. The second guy, I don't know where he's from. And so what Cardi B is saying, that while she feels that content is cringe, you know, look at what the whites are doing. They have some of the same guys doing the same things. Mr. Beast doing the same thing. So I don't know why y'all are mad, because they're getting brand deals and things like that. I understand exactly what Tariq Nasheed is saying, because people will identify these particular brothers as being a part of the African American community, but nonetheless, it doesn't really matter, because they're gonna look at them as being black. It makes all black people look bad. But here's the thing that I want to say about the people who are on black Twitter trying to get these guys canceled. It's not going to work. And it's not going to work because, number one, we just had on Ebony, a magazine that we used to run, Jonathan Majors, with a very effeminate pose. All right, that was just ridiculous. I'm sorry. I don't care how y'all want to justify it. Said it was an anime, and that was from one of our articles and magazines, which is Ebony. Okay, now because Ebony was an African American magazine, and obviously, once Mr. John Johnson passed away and his daughters took it over, I mean, it was just, it was terrible from then, right? But I want to also talk about black people not controlling their own image. And this is where politics is so important. You see, this is why giving to political organizations is so important. This is why creating your own media is so important. Because when you're trying to get guys canceled off of Twitter, and I understand the reasons why you want to do that, you wasting your time. Because the people that are paying these guys ain't us. They not gonna care. And what Tariq Nasheed is saying, it makes sense. Like, hey, you know, you guys, if you're from other communities, you know, you're gonna get on us if we do that to your groups, which is true. I mean, I had a podcast in Kinganda on my podcast talking about the bad experience I had at Lagos National Airport. I had Nigerians come into the comment section saying, well, hey, you talking about us, so are you gonna get mad if we're gonna talk about African Americans? And that was just some of them, not all of them. But anyways, it was just like, everybody know that Lagos Murtala Muhammad Airport is corrupt. It's like, it's all over the internet. But see what, you know, they took umbrage, right? And it's just like anybody would take umbrage about something like that. I mean, I get it, even though that didn't make any much sense. But the reality is that until you're controlling your image, it's gonna fall upon deaf ears. You know, he makes a strong point, but these people are going to continue to chase bags, and until it's going to force black people to get tired of, all right, you sick of the buffooning, you sick of all this other stuff, people from their group doing it, or our own group doing it. Gotta have a way to punish people by doing that financially. And if these people feel like, hey, you don't control the brand deals, I don't care what you got to say. That's just how it works, right? And that's where we as the community have to come out and start really looking at how other groups are coming together politically to do things. And again, I agree with Tariq 100%. He's right. But this is where the black community has to come together and say, look, we want to control our own image, you know, and we not only going to call it out, right? We're going to make sure that we become a power base financially. So if you do certain X, Y, and Z, we don't like it. Hey, you're not going to be able to participate in X, Y, and Z. But that's why ownership is so important in Black America. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.